In this video, we're going to be talking about another project that is taking privacy to the next level so you can be sure that Google ain't following you.
Take the first step towards online privacy. Get NordVPN.
Ready to hop in the 6-4 and cruise around the blocks? There's a storm coming to the underworld and the heat is on. Take over the blocks and call the shots. It's time to hustle or get hustled. What's it gonna be? Stay sharp. It's a dog-eat-dog world out there. Don't let them catch you slipping. Only real gangsters thrive in the dope wars world.
Hey, Colin, thank you so much for making yourself available.
Hey, Rich. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
It's so good. That is such a fabulous smile. It is so warming. So thank you so much. I think we recorded a video in autumn last year, in the fall. Right?
Yes.
For Americans like you, in autumn, but in the fall last year, about Presearch, which is a privacy focused search engine. And that video is on my playlist, and people can find it. If I can find it, I'll link to it. We went into it in depth. And we're going to be talking about what's happening with Presearch because you just launched on the Mainnet. Do you want to say a little bit about what you do at Presearch and then what Presearch is?
Yeah, so Presearch is a decentralized search engine powered by now 73,000 user nodes. So it respects your privacy, enables you to search anonymously, and there's also rewards that are offered as you search. If you choose to log in, you can earn Presearch tokens. And then there's an advertising platform as well that uses something called keyword staking, and ultimately trying to help build a bit of a parallel economy, or promote some of the resources within a parallel economy as the world gets increasingly strange and authoritarian. So
yes, okay. Then let me see if I can remember some of that. Right. So with the nodes. Mm-hmm. What happens is the search they contribute computing power for the algorithm, right? To work out if somebody says look for this and stuff, they're contributing computing power to accelerate it. And because it's decentralized, nobody knows where it's coming from, and also nobody can game it. Is that right?
Yeah. So what it does, the system anonymizes the search so that none of the nodes are aware of who's running a search, and there's no connection to the searcher. And then the nodes receive the queries, and the queries they then distribute out to a bunch of different resources and find the best results. There's kind of some algorithms baked in to help overcome some of the censorship that is happening within existing search indexes. Ultimately, over time, the platform will have its own fully independent index, but it's kind of building that in time. And then the node operators receive Presearch tokens as an incentive for, contributing that computing power. So it's something that is kind of a step towards that ultimate, fully decentralized vision. And we've been really fortunate to have a lot of community support and just a lot of great people who are helping us achieve this vision.
And can anybody set up a node? Like I could off my computer be part of it and then earn Presearch tokens?
Absolutely, yeah. We have node operators in more than 100 countries all over the world. There's currently 4 node gateways. There's a couple in North America, one in Europe, and one over in Asia. And so the system is automated and will enable your node to connect to the closest or best performing node gateway. And you can run a node on anything from a virtual private server to a bare metal server, or just your individual computer. And as well, you can run them on decentralized hosting services. There are a number, Flux and Threefold, Akash. Those are all ones that support really kind of straightforward integrations that enable you to basically run their node hosting software and then run a Presearch node within that environment. So you can run them just about anywhere and exactly earn Presearch tokens as you're helping to serve queries.
Right. Okay. And then the algorithm, I remember talking to you in depth about the challenges of an algorithm, right? How you got to do the search and stuff, and how, I don't know, there must be thousands and thousands of people right now searching for all sorts of things. There's the really common things that might be like, for example, the royal family right now, given that Queen Elizabeth died recently, or really, really obscure things. And somehow it's got to find that stuff everywhere, troll the internet, and produce that result real quick, right? I'm not going to go into that detail now, right?
Yeah.
But that'd be too much. But remind me again about key staking, because if I'm not running a node, I can still make money.
Yeah, absolutely. So you can earn Presearch tokens just as a searcher. You can also earn them as somebody who's helping promote the network. So there's a referral reward if you refer somebody who becomes an active user of the platform. And then the keyword staking is kind of like our version of Google's AdWords platform, which has brought in probably more than $1 trillion at this point into Google's coffers.
Wow.
It's $100 billion plus a year, and it's a really effective advertising model. And we've kind of got our own spin on it that does respect privacy. It doesn't track you, doesn't profile you, but it enables sponsors ultimately who we're hoping to attract are kind of these merchants within these parallel economies that are starting to spring up, looking to connect with people who are looking to that kind of decentralized future. And they can basically go in, they choose a keyword, and they can stake their Presearch tokens against that keyword, have their ad displayed, and then as somebody clicks on the ad, currently there's not even any charge. So it's a really cost-effective advertising opportunity, and something that a lot of people within kind of the crypto and Web3 and freedom space are taking advantage of.
Wow. Okay. Okay. And that there's no charge for it is amazing. And I assume, like, if I were to try and stake the keywords Queen Elizabeth, that would take a whole lot more tokens than, say, something, I don't know, some Latin amphibian that nobody's ever looking for.
Yeah, definitely. It is like a bidding model. I think probably the most staked keyword is Bitcoin. Last I looked, it was like 5 or 6 million Presearch tokens, which is kind of an incredible amount of tokens. But there's a lot of opportunities for either new or kind of up and coming terms, and people are always kind of running experiments trying to get their ads out and see how many views and how many clicks the ads get, and look at different ways to capture value. In some cases, people are just running them on terms that are really not commercial terms, but they're trying to get a message out in front of people as they're searching for terms. So it might be stuff related to some of the different freedom terms or New World Order type terms, and as people are pre-searching those, there's an opportunity for a keyword staker to get a message out. And so there's kind of those two unique aspects to the platform.
Right. Okay. So that's keyword staking. I said key staking, and it's keyword staking. Then how can I earn money from doing a search?
Yeah, so you can. There's basically two ways to use Presearch. One is not logged in, which is the absolute most private. If you choose to create an account, again, still none of your query information or anything like that is stored, but it basically, like, as you search, it logs just that a search has been executed, and every time you do that, it gives you. I think currently it's like 0.1 pre, so 1/10 of a pre, and so you're just accumulating those, and that's kind of our incentive to get people to shift their search behavior out of Google, out of DuckDuckGo, out of any of the other big search engines into Presearch, and kind of ultimately part of the vision is to share the rewards and the value of the ecosystem with all the different participants, whether you're running a node or contributing actively to curating information and helping build the index, or just bringing more people into the ecosystem or using it yourself. And
Okay.
so yeah.
And you have a referral link, like, so
Yep.
I don't have a referral link as yet, right? As I'm recording this, but people will click on that, and then I'd receive rewards, and then they'd get a referral link, and then they'd
That,
pass it on.
That's right. Yeah. So everybody who creates an account has a referral link. It's in the top right corner when you're signed in. There's like a icon of a little profile, and if you go over that, you can see. I believe it says invite friends, and as you do that, you get your link, and then there's an incentive for people to use your referral link because they get a bonus as well when they come in through your link. So it's currently set to 25 Presearch tokens that they receive, and then 25 Presearch tokens that you receive as well.
Right. Okay. Now Presearch, the token is PRE. It's an ERC20 token, right?
It is at this time, yes, and it kind of remains to be seen with the merge and all the interesting things going on. If we stay there, but yes, it is currently.
Okay. All right. Well, that comes with all sorts of problems with the gas fees and stuff. Right now, you mentioned to me before we started recording, because I said to you, I can connect you with Decenter browser, and you said you're already connected. You're already connected. So now Decenter browser are on the Cosmos ecosystem, much faster, much cheaper, and you can port over ERC20 tokens.
That's right.
Right. So that's happening.
Yeah, we're looking at Cosmos as well, and yeah, it's been a great partnership. Decenter is an excellent web browser, and they reward you as well. So it's kind of a nice. And anytime people can kind of stack different tokens as they're doing just their regular everyday activities, works out really well. So yeah,
right.
They're
Okay.
awesome.
And then what is the partnership between?
So basically, they have made Presearch the default search engine within Decenter. So we've got just different integrations with all the different web browsers as far as you can install a browser extension and then set Presearch as your default engine. But in this case, it just happens automatically. So if you install Decenter after the partnership, which I think was in July, when you start searching, it'll automatically direct you to Presearch. So.
Okay, and if I've installed the latest version of Decenter browser, which by the way is a fork of Chrome and is way more private than Brave, which is also a fork of Chrome.
Yep.
Okay, so that would be good because something happened with DuckDuckGo a few months ago.
Yeah.
Yes.
People are starting to realize. I mean, DuckDuckGo was early to promoting the whole privacy kind of opportunity, but ultimately, I mean, DuckDuckGo is their biggest investor is Union Square Ventures, which is one of the biggest New York based VCs. Their backers are the OMERS, which is the Ontario Municipal Employee Retirement System Pension Fund. It's one of the biggest pension funds in the world. Where I am, it's based out of Ontario. They're huge, multi-billion, very much establishment all over the place. And basically, DuckDuckGo is essentially kind of a front end on Microsoft Bing. And there's been some realizations that, oh yes, maybe there are certain things that are being passed into Microsoft through DuckDuckGo, and then also just the founder has made some comments and some policies over the past 6 months or so that some would interpret as being kind of woke, and so people are realizing, ooh, maybe DuckDuckGo isn't this fight the man privacy supporting platform that we all think it is.
Yeah, I think that can only really come with decentralized projects, because any centralized project, there's always the possibility of capture.
Exactly.
Always the possibility of capture. Okay, and now Prespeak is a decentralized search engine, but is the project behind it decentralized? Are you decentralized, Colin?
We are at this point not fully decentralized, but that's basically where we're going to, whether it's a DAO-based model, community governance. We've tried to basically, limit all of the, touch points for the entity, and kind of have it set up so that it's resistant to censorship as well as capture. And So I'm kind of the guy who's taking responsibility as the steward of it. If you're looking for somebody to throw eggs at, it's basically me. And I have I think very much values aligned with yourself and with a lot of the other people in the space who are pushing towards freedom and kind of.
Oh my God! You sound like such a white supremacist, racist, xenophobe Trump card, just like me. Freedom,
it's weird,
anti-censorship, decentralization, autonomy. Terrible, terrible.
Horrible. I know. How we get these screwed up ideas, I don't know. We just need to be thinking of the greater good, Rich, and it doesn't really matter.
We need to bow to our lords and masters and eat bugs and be happy.
That's right. Yes, the World Economic Forum knows best, and their new. I mean, a lot of people don't realize that King Charles, was the first to really put out the message of the Great Reset in April of 2020. All these things, I mean, are not coincidences, and it's unfortunate that people still choose to believe that. But yeah.
This is going to go on YouTube, right? Yeah. So there's stuff I don't want to say.
That's right.
Right. But I am a child protection social worker.
Yeah.
And there's more about King Charles than I mean, some people know, right? There's more to be said.
Well, Andrew's quite the individual, that's for sure.
Yeah, move on. Let's move on because I'm
fair enough.
Easily shadow banned by YouTube, right? But people should know I post more stuff on Odyssey, and also I'm posting on 3speak.tv as well, which is censorship resistant. And my videos get copied over to Rumble, but not all of them because Rumble's centralized as well. It's not blockchain project like Odyssey and 3speak. Okay, so what else has happened with Presearch? Where else are you? Because you've now launched Mainnet. What's happening with it?
Yeah, so Mainnet was really a huge step forward for the project because it is enabling us to start decentralizing that infrastructure and ultimately move towards that vision. We kind of have the base layer that we need now to have the computing resources that the project needs in order to do all the more extensive crawling and indexing and all those different tasks. And so it's also certainly enhanced the privacy of the project, and that has then led to some of these partnerships. So Decenter was a great one in July. In August, we announced a partnership with a privacy phone, actually a secure privacy phone called Above Phone. I believe it's abovephone.com, and they're great guys that are very much aligned again with yourself and I believe your audience. It's some of the guys behind Crypto Vigilante, Ramiro Romani. He's a big fan of Pirate Chain, and we have been kind of in contact with them for a while and meeting at different conferences. I met with them at Float Fest, which was held in Texas in April, and I'm now running one of their Above Phone privacy phones as one of my secure devices, and it's really slick, and it has just a great user interface. They've replaced the big tech kind of privacy compromising apps with privacy respecting apps, and so it's still quite user friendly even though it's very private. And so we've become now Presearch the default search engine and default web browser with Above Phone as well. And so looking at all those different opportunities just to further those who are supporting privacy and real solutions that people can use, and just trying to connect the dots and get distribution for Presearch as well, make it as easy as possible for people to switch off of DuckDuckGo and Google and use Presearch.
Very good. And one, I'm interested in having Above Phone on my channel, so please connect me with them. I'm interested in having one of their phones.
Yes.
Now, is it possible to integrate Presearch into Firefox or Chrome?
Yep.
Can people do that?
Absolutely, yep. Chrome, Firefox, Brave, it can be integrated using a browser extension. So if you just go to presearch.com/downloads, you can get the browser extension, and it's basically a one-time setup. And there's two different ones. One enables you to set Presearch as your homepage, which kind of gives you the Presearch experience where there's a search. It's kind of like a federated search field. You can add in any of the different search engines that you'd like to be able to easily search, and then you can type your query and then hit the icon for whichever search engine you'd like to search on. And then the other one kind of enables you through the one box or the URL field at the top to just type your query, and then when you hit enter, it'll direct you over to Presearch automatically instead of Google or DuckDuckGo.
Okay, so that's presearch.com, and I have all the links in the description below, and that'll include links to Twitter and the Telegram group, and people can get involved and find out more. And it really, really is worth it because, at the very least, it's not costing me anything. I may not be making any money, but using Google or DuckDuckGo or Start pages doesn't cost me anything. Might as well go and be fully private and use Presearch and promote decentralization. So all the links in the description below. And anything else, Colin, you want to say or let us know?
Yeah, just really appreciate everybody's support, and it is awesome just to have so many like minds, in the community and participating in the project. And ultimately, that's how we're going to mount some type of resistance against all the craziness in the world. Is by kind of banding together and finding projects like Pirate Chain and others that are values aligned, and looking at how we can shift our behavior and our attention and our ability to kind of contribute value from the centralized big tech ecosystems into the decentralized alternatives that support our values and are fighting for the future that we all hope to see. And just appreciate everybody's support, and it's awesome.
Great. Colin, thank you so much. Really enjoyed talking to you. I hope to have you on again, and not after, and much sooner. No, not such a big gap as last time. Okay, I'm telling you now.
That'd be awesome. Thanks, Rich. I appreciate it, man.
You're so welcome. And anybody who's watching, let me know if you have any comments or questions. Do you use Presearch? Are you likely to use Presearch? Have you used Presearch? Throw me a ticker symbol of any decentralized privacy-focused project that you enjoy or you think is worth a look. Of course, Pirate Chain, R, and PRE for Presearch. Check it out. And between now and when I see you next, please keep filling your pockets with decentralized profits. This is Crypto Rich and Crypto Colin signing out. All the best. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye.